playing on eBay. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going on eBay, got an auction going on. I am all over the place right now, so I'm just browsing PWCC sold listings from this last block of Pokemon cards. There's a website I've been tipped off to called CertifiedLink.com, which is currently one of the top three um, auction houses for video games. So I am watching this auction actually ended. So I'm not watching this auction. There's an ice hockey game that I had that just sold for $1,300. Um, yeah, so I'm up here checking this out. There's actually some Pokemon cards that have my eye, and they're PSA 9 first edition cards. And I'm gonna try and snipe them. That's how I do. It's on the previous page. But yeah, kind of just going through here, looking at this auction. First time I've really checked out this website. And yeah, want to see how it works. I've never dabbled with it. You got some Wayne Gretzky rookie cards. These are probably tops. Oh, OPT. Oh, both OPT. The OPT is the rare one over tops. So 2.5 minutes. These cards. This is a PSA 8. This is a PSA 5, which is pretty cheap. This is $21 currently for a PSA 5 Shadows Enchant. Um, so this PSA 8 Hitmonchan is currently just under the same price as these PSA 9 first edition cards. So I'm hoping I can snipe these. They trying to check out condition real quick, make sure it's actually a 9. And I'm sure the lighting's not the best, but you can see a little bit of whitening here. And this is a 9. The front looks really good. And I have way too many collectibles. I need to chill out. But if I can buy something under market value, I'm gonna do it. So not looking at that anymore. We're gonna go through some of this the PWCC block that just finished. Go through that, and these two auctions are ending in about 2 minutes. But this certified link website is pretty sick. It doesn't seem super user friendly, but it is friendly. Look at this, $16 Bulbasaur base set. Yeah, so this website's different. It's not as nice as Heritage, but they do sell the same stuff as Heritage auctions essentially. So it'll be interesting to see how these go. This one's got a minute and a half on it. I'm gonna enter my maximum bid now at 750. See what happens. The following bid, please review it. Continue. So I currently have the highest bid. It's at 595. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. I'm gonna check out this Polyrath. I didn't really check the sold listings on Polyrath. Polyrath, first edition base set, PSA 9. Gonna go to sold listings just to get a market value idea. So this was July 10th, best offer accepted, not $900. Okay, looking for a little bit more. 666 PWCC at auction. Okay, so this looks more realistic as a market value. Yes, you got a handful of them that popped off. So this I would say this is probably just below market. Like if you went and looked for this card on eBay, it's probably much higher price than that. Not that it's selling, but this is pretty close. I'm gonna take a look at this. Minimum bid 602. Do 602. You've been outbid. So I'm not gonna bid on that one again right now. So I think I won that one. Yeah, so this one I won for $5.95. PSA 9, first edition Magneton. Really cheap. Really cheap. This PSA 8 Hitmonchan sold for less. Not much less at all. Kind of just curious to see where some of these and so this here is a PSA 9. Yeah. So this was very recently an $1,800 card. I feel it's still about $1,500. So this is pretty cheap. So this sold for $1,100. PSA 9 base unlimited Charizard. Last sold. New listing sold right away for $1,400. This was $1,100 new cert. I was to buy it now. So you can see 9. Yeah, I thought this was around 1,500. So that was a pretty good buy right there. If somebody picked that up. We got CDC 8. No love for the CDCs. Yeah, not too much else exciting going on here. But yeah, I definitely was hoping the video game auction was live, so I missed that. So I'll have to figure out what I'm doing there to pay for that card. But yeah, wanted to jump into this PWCC auction. This one ended at the very end of June, which is now 2 weeks ago, but wanted to give it a little bit of time to settle. Just go through this, not card by card, but kind of section by section, just so you guys can see the way I'm looking at things and just understand. I did see a similar format to what I'm kind of doing here from another gentleman who does Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I really enjoyed it. So sit back, relax, um, enjoy the soothing sounds of my voice playing through your screen. I know it sounds amazing. I'm sorry, I can't make it any better. It's literally at peak goodness of the voice. So let's get into it. So the first thing here is kind of skipping ahead a little bit. Some of this garbage. Don't really care about gold houndings. Card looks cool. $100 BGS 9.5. Not shocked. So this is the first time I've seen these amazing rares selling in such large quantities, and they're selling cheap as heck. The averaging probably about $40 because of this one $76 sale. I'm guessing this $76 sale had some really good subgrades. I'm gonna take a quick look. It did at 210s. So even that's pretty high. I feel like somebody fat fingered it. But then even jumping down to the Kyogres 9.5s, these are really cheap. I wish I saw these and bought at least one, because it's crazy cheap. $30, and not to say that it's worth buying it, but the price itself, $30 for this slab. So if this person did a bulk submission, they paid roughly $20 for this card to get graded. If they did anything faster than that, they paid more than $20 to get graded, all in with subgrades. I think with my discount, I can do bulk probably at about $15 a card, but you're looking at a year turnaround. So these were probably not submitted through bulk, and they probably almost lost money on most of these, if not broke even. So live and learn, I guess. We got some restaurants here, similar story, really cheap. SGC 10, so getting some respect for SGC. SGC is a pretty reputable company. They do lots of sports cards. They were previously owned by CGC, and they departed from each other. And CGC opened another, their own grading company. So you got some shiny Lapras. These populations are going to be insane. Shiny Ditto. The 9.5s though are pretty cool. I 9.5 vintage is really rare. 9.5 modern is not very rare. I would if I'm chasing modern cards, I'm looking for pristine 10s from CGC. I wouldn't be buying many 9s or because it's packed fresh. And you could buy this card packed fresh all day, much cheaper. But if you want a slab, you buy this. That's the way you do it. The PSA 10 Shining Fates Charizard. So this compared to the SGC 10, $400. So there's a $200 premium for PSA. And then you look at the BGS 10, it steps up another notch. You're looking at $1,000. So this is about $600 more than SGC 10. Rightfully so. BGS 10s and CGC 10s are much harder to get. Makes sense. So Sweet Coon, probably the best card from that set. From a CGC 9's $100. Respected. Oh gosh. Elite Trainer Box BB. I cannot believe these are selling for $18 a piece. Wow, that's expensive. It's literally the price of grading the card. I can't believe these are graded. I cannot believe it. Trying to go to the next page here. All the EVs you could ever dream of, bro. You get an EV. You get an EV. You get an EV. You get an EV. Now, BGS and PSA graded 25th anniversary McDonald's and General Mills Pikachus. What is going on? PSA 10, still respectable $200 card from McDonald's. I just picked up a PSA 10 Japanese McDonald's promo. That's a Squirtle. That was about $800 value. So you never know. This card, that was a long time ago. That card came out, I think, 2002. So in 19 years, I could definitely see these Pikachus being much more money in the 10 grade. The other grades are going to be soiled very badly. It's a cool card to have. If you want one, this price is like you're seeing here. PSA 9 mint, $50. And it will probably drop. There's so many of these probably being graded bulk. The 9.5 Charmander is pretty cool. Like a 9.5 set. I would, if I was buying any modern cards, I would never go below a 9.5 for CGC or BGS because everything else is going to be so popular. It's pretty tough to get 9.5s and 10s. Here's some, must be the waifu collection. Those prices seem pretty low for Tails or Japanese. Okay, so we got some more Japanese cards, some more waifu cards. Waifus being girls, essentially, that strange men want to mac on through cards. That's them. So, nothing too fancy. These are some miscellaneous cards. Black Label Chinese Gym Promo Charizard for $3,400. This card came out last year, people. $3,400. I bought my Rockets Zapdos Black Label for only $2,500. One of those exists. And God knows how many of these do or will exist. It blows my mind. The premium, the name Charizard pulls. Modern card, $3,400. Not even English. Not even a prize card. Nothing. We got of course an Eevee. Vivid Voltage Booster Box is only $100. That's nice. Not a bad price. Special delivery Pikachu standing strong around 200 bucks. Graded. That was the raw price there for a minute. Chunky Chew. Never owned it. Looking like a good card. Almost $800. That's seems like a pretty solid price for that card. I know that very hard to pull from everything I've heard. Um, do never buy a Dark Manitan in your life, please. Do yourself a favor. These are staff promos, I believe. This one is for sure. These are not. So Don fans of staff promo. These are just pre-release hollows, which is why Don fan is much more money. And it's a 10. Yeah, so literally, Don fan. Not a lot of people scream and love Don fan, but because it says staff right here, and this Charizard is a 10, and it says Charizard right here, and it's not a Don fan. Don fan is $100 more because it says staff. Jesus, people. I can't. Look at all these Charizards. You get a Charizard. You get a Charizard. All the Charizards fly through. More amazing rares. This one is not priced terribly. These are PSA 10s, right around $100. I respect it. A PSA 10 amazing rare set would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't care for these modern cards at all, so I might skip through these quite a bit. Rayquaza, baby. Notice how there's no 10s. Oh, let's see what that PSA. Modern cards getting PSA 10s is like it raining outside and getting wet. It's like a slam dunk, unless the card is trash. Say 4 times out of 5, it's getting a PSA 10. I love this game. This is one of my favorite getting armor. I have a few of these in my binder. As big as it's getting right now, I guess. This is a holographic card. It's from Sword and Shield base set, looks like. There's some really nice modern Gengars that are sleepers. More amazing rares, get to page 10. And we're still in modern Japanese Shiny Star Z, Waifus, Pikachus, blah blah blah. There was, I think, almost 7,000 cards sold in this block. Still in the same block, all modern. I love this photo. PSA 10, is this a promo? I don't know. I want to say this was a 95 promo. Yeah. I love the shiny photo. It's sexy. Shiny Cypher PSA 10, $100. Not bad. BGS 10, Glaceon, $204. Double the price. Only double the price of a PSA 10. Seems low. Not pulling a lot of money. $300 for Espeon though. Still, man, double the price. Versus the PSA card. People are crazy, man. BGS 10s pull the value through. I get it. Whoa, 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 whoa. We go from pristine 10 to a black label. Jumps to $6,000, people. This card came out in 2019. Wow, that is way too new. This card is adorable. Piplup? No, that's not Piplup. No, no, but it's adorable. that card's value. $300. So holy modern, holy modern. And what do you know? We have a bunch more modern. Man, stay awake, people. This is rough. If you're here at 20 minutes, God bless your soul. This is getting Zapdos 9.5. You're probably out of there. Black label here. This is Pikachu and Zekrom. $3,000 for this modern card. 2018, people. 2018. Man, did I get a steal? Holy screen promos. Jeez, oh please. Just tank the market. I am not a fan of these cards. Probably because I hate how much people try and pump them up. But man, it's like seeing that 12 of them sold on this day, ranging from $140 to $175, makes me feel so happy. This card's cool. I like the art. PSA 10 150. 9.5 CGC. Creeping on the PSA 10 though. Dang. Keep your eyes out, people. That is a really close price. Pretty crazy. 9.5 are sleepers, telling me. This Entei is cool. Very nice looking. Doing this is pretty cool. I've never seen a bunch of arts that I've never really popped off at that I've noticed. Shiny Rayquaza was pulling $280, and this gives me an idea of some modern card prices. Even though I'm skipping 5 pages at a time now because holy modern. Shiny Lugia Japanese PSA 10, $328. Watch out for that price. That thing could be soaring. We will see in the future. Similar price for the Japanese Mew, $700 holding strong. That's why Evolutions. I sold a case of these for $3,000 in March. And then the price skyrocketed, and now it's slowly coming down. What is this? EX Evolutions, Full Art Charizard Zapdos, all PSA. Somebody made a terrible life decision and did that. Great cards, holy cow. Cheap, $40. Ooh, cute little guy. Man, I cannot imagine. It's insane. The price difference from a 9.5 to a Becca Pristine 10. I don't think I've seen a single CGC 10%. This Flareon's adorable. $18. Cheap. I haven't seen a single CGC 10. Somebody blew their Charmander load. Look at that. Shiny Gyarados. Love it. PSA 10, $300. Beautiful. Slow King. Mega Gyarados. Cheap Mega Gyarados. $15 PSA set. Who in their mind sent a PSA 4 quality card to get graded at PSA? What in the ever loving mind are you doing? Continue. A PSA 5 Emerald. PSA 2. A PSA 2 Mod. Wow. What in the world is going on? Could you imagine buying this card? This is from 2016, a Black Star promo. Who sent this card to get graded? You Probably our male that he's sitting down and do not know what you're doing at all. I'm sending prayers, and I hope my entire anybody watching this at 25 minutes is also sending prayers. Because holy mighty God, I would love to see the reaction video to somebody opening up a PSA 2 Ashford Ninja. Are you excited when you open that? I'm confused. These cards are adorable, way too overpriced. Way too overpriced. I cannot believe they're still that expensive. Luigi is cooler than Mario, so that's a steal. Cheaper than Mario. This card's adorable. Holy $4,000. That's insane. 20th anniversary Fiesta card. Why do people in America get robbed all the time? I don't think this card comes in English. This thing is so cool. Look at this thing. 4 energies, 120 damage. Wow, that thing flaps. Lugia, PSA 10. It doesn't matter what year that Lugia came out. When that Lugia gets a PSA 10, it gets money, baby. Look at all these Kyogres. I missed out here. No 10s. Third down. Wow. There's so much money. Page 45, bro. Page 45. Page 49. Oh, we're getting into the primes. I'm feeling a little bit more home here. PSA 9 Prime Underground, $375. This card is way nicer than anything I've seen so far. Let me tell you. 49 pages of cards. I need this Supreme Victor Zapdos in a PSA 10 yesterday. That card is way too cool. All these 3 Supreme Victors, legendary birds are adorable. So we're getting closer to some good vintage stuff. And I'd say black and white era is a good vintage-ish type spot. Charizard's here from Platinum Arceus. I did send in some Arceus cards to CGC that were pretty nifty. These are PSA 10s. Where's the Zapdos, bro? I wish the Zapdos. I feel like the Zapdos didn't sell that cheap. Some victory medals. Fully Japanese promo. Wow. Legend cards. Rumble cards. Rumble Lead or Scramble. Pokemon Scramble, not Rumble. $535 PSA 10. This is a steal. I can tell you already. Gym Challenge. Second place prize victory medal. CGC 10, baby. Let's go. It's new. No, it's from 2009. Dang. You don't see CGC 10s sold. 4%. I don't think I've looked up base, jungle, fossil, CGC 9.5s and 10s. And year to date, I've probably seen a total of 3 9.5s from all of those sets combined, all the old school sets listed on eBay. More Victory Medals, Charizard Stormfront, $918. There is yawning, bro. So much money in Pokemon. 5, 700, 750. 1250, 1300, 1400, 1500, 1450, 1600, 7600. Holy shit. Gold star time. This page alone is most expensive one yet. You got the gold stars. You got my second, third favorite Pokemon, Kyogre, Gold Star Pikachu, Rayquaza EX, PSA 10 though. Wow, this is a pretty good PSA 10 to get. This is a Black Star Promo. I've owned this card a few times raw. I'll probably have one being graded, but there it goes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the lighting, but it looks like a little bit of whitening on here on the bottom right. So let me know what you think about this type of format. I definitely like going through these auctions and seeing what's going on. It's pretty interesting stuff, and it's good to do even by yourself to keep up with the market, what's going on. Reason I skip through all the modern is because I only really care about the really expensive modern, just to keep an eye out for it. But the vintage is usually what I know. And here's a Zapdos EX, a PSA 9, sold for $400. I just bought my EX Fire Red Leaf Green PSA 10 for 420, 375, I think. This Rocket Returns Zapdos pulls so much premium, it's insane. This $400 card is selling higher than a PSA 10 Zapdos base set. Also, the Japanese PSA 10 Zapdos sold for more than the English one. And I'm just talking unlimited. With the symbol unlimited. PSA 9, so yeah, man. Nope, no. Articuno pulls the premium 580 for the PSA 9. This Team Rocket return set. Bust my balls. I don't know why it's so expensive. I love it. $405 for it. Yeah, so maybe I paid $325. I think I might have paid $325 for this card, the one I just got. And that was cheaper than that PSA 9 Rocket Return. So this card is awesome. PSA 10, EX, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Gengar EX. Beautiful. PSA 10. More. Even low grade, $200 card. $200 for a PSA 7. Wow. That's crazy. PSA 10 times 2, Charizard EX, EX Fire Red Leaf Green, times 3, $3,000 each time. This makes no sense. PSA 10s, 3,000, BGS 9.5, $6,000. God knows that was not paid for. What a dummy. Who would shield bidding is real? So keep that in mind. A lot of these might not have been paid for. I'm just looking. I'm just looking at what is showing as sold. These are not all officially confirmed paid for. Getting into the crystals. This is going to be an expensive page. Pikachu is adorable. This is one of the most expensive Pikachus out of these sets. It is close behind first edition Shadowless, PSA 9, right up there in price. This one is very scarce. Wow, these are some pretty cheap PSA graded Skyridge cards. Wow, I missed out on here. Skyridge foil, Skyridge foil. Obviously, that one's expensive. 9. These 7s are cheap. This is a PSA 10 Hollow Kaboot's also first. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, a lot of just decent quality cards. Reverse Skyrish $300 out of 10. That's crazy. Skyrish. This Sandstorm set, the cards are so weird looking. Like, look at this reverse foil. Like, it looks just worn down. The top, like, when you see these cards in reverse, you know it's Sandstorm because the thing looks like it went through a damn sandstorm. It's all faded and beat up looking. $22,000. PSA 10 Gold Star Charizard. Holy cow. Dragonite EX, one of my favorite Dragonite cards. Not cheap. Not cheap. I sold those cards. Back when I sold cards, was it Utah Sandstorm? Right? No. Right in that era. There's probably a promo from that set. But yeah, back when I was selling raw cards, I was saying I sold a lot of these cards in near mint gradable condition because I wasn't grading cards and I didn't want to bother. What a mistake. I wish I could go back and keep the extremely mint cards. But you live and learn. You live and you learn. You know, this Neo Destiny. Yeah, these prices are all going down in general. Um, there is some stuff going up, but in general, it's still kind of coming down. Like the video game market is also coming down, but it's also seeing some record high prices. Video games, I feel, are still growing as far as the number of people that are buying, and we've kind of not topped out, or I would say topped out. We kind of peaked on the number of buyers for Pokemon. Holy Blackstar promos. Only good value when you get a 10. As you can see, $400. Zapdos is so expensive. Japanese, The Town on Nomad, first edition, $157. Only a that. It's more expensive than the Arcanine. That's wow. There's Latios and Latias are beautiful. Love those looking cards. Politoed, always beautiful. This Umbreon is loved by every single person in the world, apparently, it seems. Is it a dog? Is it a cat? We'll never know. I need to find the Zapdos in a PSA 10. Some just random cards, dude. Some random cards. Japanese Skyridge. Fun fact, most of the time a first edition E series card from Japan is not as rare as a uncommon or as a unlimited. The unlimiteds were printed less, which is why you never see them almost ever. But it doesn't have the first edition stamp, so it usually doesn't get the same price. So that stamp alone gets you there, gets that premium price. Some cool looking cards here. You got CDC 10 Pristine Slowpoke McDonald's Hollow. That is the derpiest looking thing I've ever seen in my life. PSA 10 Charmander, holding strong. 765 out of 80. Chikorita. Expedition. Yeah, Gengar. really good money. Anybody in my chat, if you're here, you're awesome. If you're here, did you ever swipe an e-reader? Let me know. I did not. I never got into that. I owned tons of e-readers. Any of these 10s? Yep, we got a 10. So PSA 10 holographic cards from the Island promo, Southern Island promos, pull lots of money. Even like SM Pratt for that, he calls this his favorite set, so in turn, everybody loves this set. That's the way the cookie crumbles. PSA Wowzer. This is a low pop card. That pulled some money. I think I remember watching that stream where a guy bought that card, and he was ecstatic because it doesn't go for sale. Celebrate. And they just like throwing random cards in it. Like, it's just such a random order. Tweaky, private. Tweaky, private. These NJ PSA 10, any? Nope. Yep. Nope. No PSA 10. The last NJ first edition PSA 10 from Revelation so far, I believe over $10,000. Fun fact of the day again. The first ever Blissey from Neo Rev was graded in a PSA 10 in the last month. It is a population 1. Unlimited, not first edition. The first ever unlimited Blissey from Neo Revelation was graded in the last month and sold to a gentleman who goes by Gem Pokemon for way too much. Not way too much, but way too much money for me to fathom spending on a Blissey. But he has it, and I think he officially completed that set with that purchase. And it's a pop 1. He's the only one in the world with one. So if somebody else ever wanted it, they would be paying much more than what he paid. And he would never sell it. So there's a Neo Rev, or Neo Discovery, 9.5, first edition Honda. Really good price. And with Houndoom, $500 cards. These are not guaranteed to cross over to PSA 10. You gotta look at subgrades. Highly recommend you don't just buy the grade, like the big number. Look at the subgrades, please. And when buying PSA, look at the back of the card. Look as much as you can. Buy the card, not the grade. Everyone says it. Do it. It makes sense. Which is why you'll see there was a recent sale of a PSA 9 first edition Charizard for under $20,000. Consistently, that card is selling for usually over 20 grand. But if you look at that card, it's a 7. It is an old certification. The grader was snorting coke off a hooker, and it was not a good show. They gave this card way too good of a grade. It deserved a 7. And then it sold for in between a 9 and a 9 and an 8. So whoever bought that, I feel bad. You'll have a hard time selling for whatever you paid for it. PSA 10, this card makes me sad. I saw this card jumping in price. I bought a PSA 9 off center one for like $250 and flipped it within like a day for $500 almost. But man, I wish I held on, because it would be not my biggest. I guess there's other things I would have held on to that I've sold, but you can't look back like that because it would seriously depress people. There are so many things I've sold that obviously jumped up so high in price. These are just common. PSA 10 release. PSA release new Abra. What's PSA 10? You could have bought a PSA 10 Abra from this Expedition first E series set. That is a lot of shiny meters. Cora. Ooh, PSA 10. Lucky Yeah, highly recommend anyone interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! The gentleman goes by Solid Yu-Gi-Oh! Pretty entertaining stuff. He's got some. He does this type of format for some. He did one for the PWCC auction, so it's pretty entertaining. I have some handful of Topps cards being rated that would be population ones if they got tens, and I cannot wait to get those back. First appearance, I don't know why they call it first appearance Lugia because Neo Genesis definitely came out before this, but we'll go with first appearance. This price is absolutely insane. It makes absolutely no sense. So make better decisions. The card looks cool, but it's not the first appearance. It's called the first appearance, but Neo Genesis was released before this top set. Recently, I saw somebody with an uncut sheet of this. That is awesome. But these cards are okay. Zapdos, PSA 10, Topps Chrome. I missed that one. $290. That's it. Wow, that's a mistake. Tops. So just when you're looking at tops, know what you're looking at. There's sparkles. Usually the ones that lose value are the ones that say Topps Chrome. All of these exist in non-Topps Chrome. So you'll see if I can find one here. No, of course not. But basically, it's the same exact card. It just doesn't say Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome pulls a premium. So we got some Team Rocket, the base Team Rocket Unlimited. 9 sold for $350. This price doesn't seem bad at all. From not bad. So we'll get closer and closer to base set here, so we work backwards. Basically, we went to modern first, now we're in Team Rocket, getting into first edition Team Rocket now. That's the cheapest PSA 10 Snorlax you'll ever see. $38 for first edition. PSA 10 Squirtle from Team Rocket. $170, people. Holy cow, there's so many of those in the world. If you have those in PSA 10, sell them now. The price is going to go down. I can guarantee that. I don't make many guarantees, but that price is going to go down. There's going to be an influx of the market. I bought like 20 Charmanders, 20 Squirtles, near mint for $4 a piece before you skyrocket. So sitting on them right now and didn't send any in for grading. Saw everyone else doing it, but didn't want to join the hype. Probably should have. Probably just should have sold them raw when they were peaking. But life goes on. I had too much stuff going on. I still have too much stuff going on. $5,000 PSA 9 first edition error Dark Dragon. So the error on this card, they call it the no hollow error. But is it actually a no hollow error, or did they accidentally put a 5 here instead of a 22? So obviously, this being card number 5, usually in the old sets they printed the first whatever 15, 16 cards. Those were the holographic cards, and then the non-hollows followed suit after those. So card 17 for what 20, 30. So this card, as you see on the bottom right, it says number 5. So in theory, it should be holographic, but it's not. So it's, in this case, they're calling this the no hollow error, but in my eyes, this card was meant to be a no hollow, and they printed a 5 on it instead of a 22. So the no hollow error sounds a lot cooler, so it'll peak more money because that's a big error. It's missing a lot of holographic on it. Instead of saying, oh yeah, they flip flopped the number. It should have been a 22 error. That'll be a card I never buy because of that thought alone. I think that's the error. They flipped the number, and everyone calls it the No Hollow because it's way cooler. Holy Ancient Mew. Everyone and their sister has one of those. I love Goldberries. Explosion BGS9 on them. Nothing really serious here. All collector cards, not mint. So 9 Pikachus. Wow, $100 a dish. Pretty crazy. This is like the 7th printing of Pikachu. Because this is the Neo series. You had Base, First Edition, Shadowless, Jungle, one of the Dim sets, Base 2, Legendary Collection 2, I believe. It was printed a bunch of times, but that one's $400 so that's cool. Here's some more big dollar cards. CDC 9 Lugia. Sold that card myself, luckily, for $5,000 when the PSA was selling for about 6. That was pretty good. First edition Jungle cards. One of those Jumbo. Wow, really? Oh, that's very good. That's why. Okay. I was gonna say I saw one of those at a store. It was like $50, but it wasn't rated. Pop and Goofy Neo. Hoping to get out of Neo. We are now out of Neo in the Gem series. Booster boxes are selling cheap. First edition, $10,000. It's so crazy that this box is $10,000. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, because I own booster boxes that aren't Pokemon, and they're so small. You can literally misplace the son of a gun and never find it. $4,000 PSA 10 Spring Gengar. Holy cow, that's a good price. This is a pretty low population card and a really popular card. Every time I get this card graded, it does sell pretty fast because I don't hold on to these because I don't care much about Gengar. Luckily, that would be expensive. I have a 9.5 of this card. These prices are okay, staying pretty consistent. PSA 10. That's unlimited, okay. I thought it was first edition. Next time with first edition things. Yes, we're getting out 53 minutes here, so I'm going to wrap this here pretty quick. Maybe. We'll just run it. So hopefully you're enjoying yourself. I know I sure am. We're sitting here now, it's about 10:30. I've been doing this for about an hour. This is a way for me to gain some knowledge on some cards. $36 PSA 6 Misty's Tears. What in the world? I think I just graded a bunch of these at CDC. At least 3 of them. First edition. That'll be cool. Spring Gengar, graded some of these as well. PSA 9, Erica's Kindness. I sent in a bunch of mint first edition Gem and Neo cards to CDC, so I'm hoping for some possible heads. Especially, definitely better get a 9.5. That's a pretty good price. If you see the way that Misty was selling, this is a 9.5 Pikachu first edition. 9.5. No subgrades. I've said it millions of times. Do not get CDC without subgrades. Holy cow. That is the hideous thing. Like the gap is just what kills. Like if they centered it like a Word document, you just drop these letters and centered it, and the gap on the bottom and the top was the same, it would be so much better. Like this fills it out, and it's so much cleaner. So this is a 9, got $69. Let's see, was there another one? 9.5, no subgrades. Point proven. 9 with subgrades sold for $74. A 9.5 without subgrades sold for $59. That is $20 difference. Because you made $20 more because you paid $5 for subgrades. That is the takeaway of the day right there. PSA 10 Blaine first edition, $455. Nice. I see it. Oh, it's not a 10. I thought I had a 10 subgrade. PSA 10 Blaine's Charizard, $4,600. Holy cow. We're getting into Fossil now. Vanguard, CDC 9, $330. Black Star promos, drop it hard, Zapdos. I should buy one of these. I think I bought mine for $200 because it was not a good time to buy. But I don't care. I don't care. I've been told. Whoa, oh, it's Portuguese. Got it. Chinese, 11,000. Uncut sheets. Chinese base set. We are officially in base set. We're rolling on to 60 minutes and we're just tipping into base set, people. Here we go. We're getting into some action. Now we're base set 2, and now we're back into base set. I hope you enjoyed that stay in base set 2. It was enjoyable for me. Don't know about you. And we're back in the base set 2. So looks like we're here to stay now. They got kind of mixed up with above, and that's the way it goes. You can buy a base set 2 PSA 9 set, Charizard all included, cheap. Cosmo foil versions of the cards are awesome looking. They are so much more appealing to the eye with the big orbs on them. Cheap cards. CGC 8, $27. This card in a near mint to mint raw state is probably creeping to $20. That is a good deal. When I see a slab of subgrades selling for $40, woo, don't grade cards that are getting nines. Man, you're selling, and when you're selling an 8 for $38 with subgrades, you literally should have just sold it raw. You would have got your money faster, maybe a little less money. Wish I saw that. $30 for a Hitmonchan Shadowless. That's just mixed in here on accident. This isn't where Shadowless is supposed to go. That's why I didn't even see it. Come on, guys. Come on, Dick. What are you doing, man? I love when I see mislabels. Like, oh, here, looks like a Chansey. But in the PWCC listing, they'll list it as like PSA 10 Zapdos from World of Warcraft. Some jacked up listing. I would cry inside if it was my card for sale. I would have did everything I possibly could for them to change it. The people selling playing cards are genius. Who don't buy this? Don't buy it. There's too many. There's way too many out there. Jungle, not hollow, jungle. PSA 7 people. Non holographic jungle site. What are you sending, bro? PSA 7. You will never catch me ever in my life send a card that's unlimited, base set, jungle, fossil, base, any set from vintage. That's unlimited. I will never send it in under an 8. I will send in Dragonites chase cards that are 8 to 9. But generally, when I send in cards, it's got an error, like a no symbol jungle, I'll send in all day because those are sought after, tough to find. Like this one, no symbol. They chase a premium, easy to sell. But man, you are not getting your return on investment when you grade low cards. $17 for this card. What are you doing? $31. Unlimited. PSA 8 Kangaskhan. Not worth the time. The person buying it, that is worth $30 all day. A PSA 8 slabbed Kangaskhan. If that is your favorite Pokemon and you can get it for $30 in a slab, that's a steal. It now costs $200 to put a card in a slab. That card is $31. $200 now to grade a card. It will go down. It will be a long time until we see anything below 100. I'm thinking a year. And even then, I don't know. This is a lot of mint first edition cards. They literally ripped a box open and sent every single card. PSA 10 Parasect. Have you ever met somebody who has Parasect as their favorite card? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. If they are, they're legends. I've never heard somebody walking through the forest. Man, I need to catch a Parasect because I need to beat Brock. Actually, he might have been able to catch a Paras and evolved it before he got to Brock. But I don't think so. I think it was basically Bellsprouts and Weedles and Tunas and Nidoran. Respect. PSA 9, first edition. PSA 7. So this I would consider okay to grade. This is a 7, lower grade, but it's a Flareon and it's first edition. This will sell. Everyone loves evolutions. If that's what you're looking to do is sell, or if you love the card, just know what is sought after and what's not. First edition sought after, no symbols are sought after, banned cards are sought after, so these in lower grades will sell. Always for the biggest price. Gengars will sell, Dragonites will sell, Alakazams generally sell. These are obviously Misaki promos from Japan, so no matter what they do, they sell. Blastoise TV promos sell. Just know the difference between a hard sell and a tough sell. You will save a lot of time and agony. A lot of time and agony. Why is this $5,000? I swear there's people trying to sell this for much less. This must have been a show bid. I swear there's people trying to sell it for $2,000. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's maybe $3,000. That had to be somebody shilling the crap out of it. That's lovely.
Well, you need to reference the sold listing, sir.
Well, no. You no. Alright, moving on here. It's 10:30. We're an hour and 4 minutes into this video. Let's get a pog chat. Let's get a pog chat in the chat. PSA 9, PSA 10. I don't care about you. I want the English one. It's holographic. We got some ugly cards here. Jeez. Japanese. Southern Island. Japanese Rubias. These aren't as hard to get They're guaranteed a hollow in every pack. Keep that in mind. I believe it was just the Pokemon base set in Japanese that did not have a hollow in every pack. Or maybe it was the first couple sets, File Salt included. I don't think so, though. I believe every set after base set had a hollow in every pack. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is cool card. PSA 9. All shit about that. You don't see that thing come up every day. You're very dark. Really even see. Yeah, still. PSA 5, bro? Come on. PSA 5 rocket that. More miscellaneous. 9.5 Slow King, $143. Slow King pretty sought after. It was not the first band card. I believe that was Sneasel from Neo Genesis. Slow King was OP. I believe it prevented all Pokemon abilities from happening. So you throw them on your bench and it kind of locks stuff down. Somebody cracked a fossil box here, decided to send it all at the same time and not slowly disperse it into the market like a smart person. They said, let's just let it rip, tater chip. Wow, we're getting into some base set here. Let's check these out. Base set PSA 8. How do you get a PSA 8 pack? Because they bent the thing, that's why. PSA 10 Gen Mint base unlimited pack. Not even a potential shadow. $760. Wow. I feel like light shadowless packs are $760. Black triangle pack. PSA 10, that's a steal. The error black triangle pack. These could have first edition cards. That would be an error. They're not supposed to. Steve Aoki signed card. I think there's at least 3,743,000 of these that exist with his signature. Maybe not this exact card, but this guy signs everything. He walked past his sister one time. He said, let me sign it. He signed both breasts at the same time. Not even kidding. The dude's in Vegas. He signs stuff. He signs every Pokemon card he sees. Gotta love him. He's a great collection. But man, I've seen so many signatures from him. It's not even funny. I wish my man King Sigmori wasn't restricted from doing signatures because I would love to own one of his cards. But every time somebody has one, they want $10,000+ on the card. Shadowless Wartortle, 80, 8.5, $36. PSA 8, nice. Man, I need to look at these lower end PSA Shadowless slabs. Because a PSA 9 Shadowless Magic card for $50 does not sound bad for a slab that now costs $200 to make. So thanks for reminding me about that. I'm going to talk over a little bit. Shadowless, base set, unlimited, more Shadowless, Fairy, Battle Charizards, $4,000 for 9s roughly, and for a 9 PSA is almost double. So I'm guessing these have some decent whitening. Some people bought the card in grade. Good for them. I'm proud of them. There is so many cards on PWCC. It is insane. So some German. So that's about it. I ain't going through German. I don't want to feel like going piece by piece to the first edition base. That is a lot of cards. I hope you got something out of this. Let me know now at an hour and 10 minutes if you're still here. Let me know where you're from, what country at this moment. At an hour and 10 minutes, I appreciate you. I'll show you some love down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I definitely enjoyed going through here, kind of getting an idea of some of the market value of some of these cards. I haven't really done it in a long time. I know the next auction, I think, is starting on the 17th, so it'll probably go a week-ish. So towards the end of July, we'll wrap up the next PWCC auction. But definitely highly recommend, if you're getting into video games, check out some of these sites. certified link. Obviously, eBay, Heritage, and officially today, Golden Auctions, whatever you want to call them, announced they're getting into the video game auctions. Probably because they are owned by the investors that own PSA and WADA. PSA, I mentioned in my other video, professional sports authenticators acquired a lot of games, who grades video games, and during that same day, Golden Auctions, who's owned by the investors that own PSA and WADA, announced they're now going to sell video games. I think it's related, obviously, so that's good. More competition is great. Heritage Auctions owns the sale of WADA games, so I cannot wait to see how Golden steps in and changes that. Maybe they don't have the buyer's premium attached, so that could be interesting. But I think I don't know. I don't know what to think. I think it's going to be pretty interesting. I know a lot of people are getting into video games, seeing some higher end YouTubers get into graded video games finally, and it will snowball. So thank you for staying here. I will talk to you all soon. Thank you very much.